Here we go. Atlantic Broadband Cable, together with the South Union Township Supervisors, presents the South Union Township Sports Network. Tonight via tape delay from the Harold Horse Taylor Memorial Gymnasium, home of the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. The Mustangs will take on the crosstown rival Uniontown Red Raiders. Hello, everybody. Gary Frankhauser along with Daniel Wallace and Jerry Dupay. We welcome you aboard for tonight's basketball action. The South Union Township Sports Network coverage is brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffmeyer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, and CUTV with J.R. Wheeler and Gary Smith. Once again, this is Gary Frankhauser along with Daniel Wallace and Jerry Dupay. We'll be right back with the starting lineups for both teams. After this, you're watching the South Union Township Sports Network. Do both.
Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, LLC, is proud to be a sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network. They have been serving the area with quality work and integrity for more than 40 years, and they would like to again thank their past customers and look forward to serving new customers as well. Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, LLC, works with all insurance companies and provides assistance with car rental arrangements that coordinate with the auto repair work. The rental company will meet with you at our facility to accommodate your rental needs. As a member of the DuPont Assurance of Quality program, our refinishes are guaranteed and all repairs have a lifetime warranty as long as the customer owns the vehicle. Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, LLC, clearly recognizes and understands the current and ever-changing atmosphere that exists in today's collision repair and insurance industries. So please contact Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, LLC, located at Atlas Road in Hopwood. That's Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, LLC, offering complete collision service for both domestic and foreign vehicles for more than 40 years. For more information, please stop by or call us at 724-437-2351. We care about the environment. We've always been an eco-friendly facility, and we are currently going through the process of being recognized by the U.S. EPA's Design for the Environment program.
For all of your auto body needs, come to Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, because there is a difference.
So please contact Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, LLC, located at Atlas Road in Hopwood. That's Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, LLC, offering complete collision service for both domestic and foreign vehicles for more than 40 years. For more information, please stop by or call us at 724-437-2351.
We're back at the Harold Horse Taylor Memorial Gymnasium. The place is filling up. We're just about ready for action. Here with your starting lineups, Uniontown Red Raider graduate, Daniel Wallace.
The Uniontown Red Raiders under the head coaching of Rob Kesmarski in his 14th season at the helm. His starting lineup looks like this. At guard, a 5'10 junior, number 3, Lorenzo Oden. At forward, a 6'3 senior, number 12, Ben Wilson. At guard, a 5'7 senior, number 14, Phil Mosley. At guard, a 5'10 junior, number 22, Malachi Howard. And rounding out the starting five at guard, a 5'11 junior, number 24, Michael Jones. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with the starting lineup for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Centers for Rehab Services, CRS, a part of UPMC and the Center for Sports Medicine, is a proud sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network and its coverage of area youth sports. Make Centers for Rehab Services your choice for all of your physical and occupational therapy needs. CRS, located at 160 Wayland Smith Drive, provides physical therapy, occupational therapy, work injury programs, and hand therapy. Valuing patient satisfaction is one of their highest priorities. Centers for Rehab Services offers a patient-centered environment where each patient has an individualized treatment plan developed for their specific needs. They are experts in helping you recover from injuries, increase strength, and build endurance. CRS professionals have become highly skilled through a strong commitment to continuing education and advanced certifications to ensure the most cutting-edge and cost-effective treatment for their patients. Jim Burns, a lifetime Uniontown area resident, is a licensed physical therapist and facility director of the Uniontown location, as well as a field faculty instructor for Duquesne University and for the University of Pittsburgh School of Physical Therapy. He invites you to stop by his state-of-the-art location and discuss your rehabilitation needs. Center for Rehab Services is participating with most insurance plans, including all Highmark products, UPMC Health Plan, and Medicare. Available 5 days a week and offering extended hours for patient convenience. Patients are seen within 24 to 48 hours and walk-ins are always welcome. Patients may also be seen through direct access, which does not require a physician's prescription. CRS worked with physicians and other healthcare providers to help you find relief, live your life again, and get you back into the game. For more information, call CRS at 724-437-7500. Where you treat for physical therapy is always your choice, so ask for Centers for Rehab Services. It's your health, it's your choice.
We're back on the South Union Township Sports Network, Uniontown and Laurel Highlands. Now it's time for the starting lineup for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs under the head coaching of Rick Hogger in his 11th season at the helm. His starting lineup looks like this. At guard, a 6'2 sophomore, number 1, Bryce Lasky. At guard, a 5'11 senior, number 5, Cameron Holt. At forward, a 6'4 junior, number 13, Jake Schwartz. At guard, a 5'11 senior, number 21, Daniel Cavaney. And rounding out the starting five for the Mustangs at forward, a 6'3 junior, number 24, Hudson Novak. We'll take one more break, and then it'll be time for the anthem and the tip here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Tonight's game is being brought to you in part by State Representative Tim Mahoney of the 51st Legislative District. With offices in Uniontown and Chalk Hill, Representative Mahoney is dedicated to providing the best leadership and quality representation to his constituents. He can be reached at 66A Lebanon Avenue in Uniontown, 724-438-6100, and in Chalk Hill at 2925 National Pike, 724-437-2521. Good luck to all of the area teams from State Representative Tim Mahoney of the 51st Legislative District.
Good luck to the Mustangs from the South Union Township Supervisors, Rick Vernon, Jason Scott, and Robert Schiffbar.
Welcome back to the Harold Horse Taylor Memorial Gymnasium. Just about ready for Section 4 AAA basketball action. The Mustangs of Laurel Highlands hosting the Uniontown Red Raiders. And Daniel, let's set things up for the viewers here this evening. It's pretty simple for Uniontown. They have to win to have any shot at getting into the playoffs. Mustangs already have secured their spot with that win against Bell Vernon on Tuesday. But the Red Raiders really have no option but to pull off the win here tonight. It's not going to be easy on the Mustangs' home court. And also after the Mustangs handled the Red Raiders earlier in the season.
Yeah, that wasn't really much of a contest when they played down at Uniontown. LH coming away with a win handedly. Jake Schwartz, Bryce Lasky, Hudson Novak, all chipping in 22 points. Huge nights for all three of those Mustangs, the two juniors and the sophomores. And you said it plain and simple. Uniontown, a win tonight they're in with the strange format that WPIAL has with their postseason. As long as you're in the top four, you're into the playoffs. As long as you finish in the top four in your section, plus if there's any ties, the teams that are tied also get into the postseason. So a win from Uniontown, both these teams go to the playoffs at 7-7 overall in the section. And it puts even more meaning on this game considering the fact that these two teams aren't going to play in section for at least the next 2 years with the WPI or with the PIAA going to their sixth classification format next year. Laurel Highlands is going to be playing in 5A. Uniontown's going to be playing in Quad A. So it could be another feather in Uniontown's cap if they can come away with a victory here tonight, get into the postseason, and beat Laurel Highlands in their last matchup as section rivals for at least the next 2 years.
That's pretty amazing that the crosstown rivals will not have that motivation to be in the same section next year. But also tonight you're going to want to see which team shows up on both ends, as each team has been inconsistent throughout the regular season. The Mustangs have played like world beaters on occasion, and then on other occasions unable to maintain their concentration and their intensity when they have been beaten by a few teams beneath them in the section. And the same thing with Uniontown. They've also shown the ability at times to be a very potent offensive team, and they're also a running team on defense that causes a lot of turnovers. So early in the game, we're going to be looking to see which one shows up on both sides.
Well, it's as simple as this for Laurel Highlands pretty much all year long. They've played to the level of their competition all season. Every single game that they played has been close this year. They haven't run anybody out of the gym. They've got a good win against West Mifflin on their resume. They took Steel Valley to double overtime in one game and had an extremely close matchup with them here on this floor, but then they've lost games to teams like Elizabeth Forward and Bell Vernon this season. So it's been a mix of what you're going to get out of Laurel Highlands all season long. The nice thing to see was the first time they played Uniontown, they did look like world beaters. They came out and they put it to Uniontown. They had a little bit of trouble with the full court press Uniontown puts on early in the first half, but once they figure out how to beat it, Laurel Highlands ran away with the game from there.
So we're ready to go. A minute to go here on the pregame clock, and we're going to be back with the national anthem and the opening tip right after this on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebley, Mahalev & White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebley, Mahalev & White today for a free consultation. Your hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley, Mahalev & White.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Here we go, Mustangs, here we go.
Welcome back on the South Union Township Sports Network. Just a couple seconds away from the national anthem here between Laurel Highlands and Uniontown. The final meeting for at least the next 2 seasons with these two teams playing a crosstown rivalry in the same section. Takes a little bit away from the meaning of that crosstown rivalry, even though I'm sure these two teams, they'll still play every year, but not the same when you're not going to be playing in the same section. Now it's time for the national anthem and the starting lineups for both sides, and for that, we turn it over to public address announcer Barry Rosner.
Gentlemen, we ask you to please move your hats in the singing of our national anthem by Laurel Highlands senior Gino Licka. Then we ask you to please remain standing for the Laurel Highlands High School on the water.
Another stirring rendition by a Mustang student, this time Gino Malika. Here's the Laurel Highlands alma mater. Once again, the starting lineups. PA announcer Barry Rosner. There's your starters for the Red Raiders. Your officials down in front of us tonight, Mike Gaffney, Joe Eunice, and Jim Christ. There's your starters. And Daniel, as we said, it's going to be real important, I think, for both teams to see who has the motivation here tonight. You would think that Uniontown would have the edge in that department, having to win to get into the playoffs, but the intensity here on both sides is going to be at a high level.
Well, it doesn't matter. Throw everything else out the window. This is still Uniontown, Laurel Highlands. It doesn't matter if both of these teams were out of playoff contention. This is still a huge game for both sides. Laurel Highlands got the first one. That's extra motivation behind Uniontown. They don't want to get swept by their crosstown rivals in the season. So here we go. Novak Wilson in the center dot. Wilson, he'll win the tip. Back to Phil Mosley in Uniontown. They'll take it to start. Lorenzo Oden on the right wing. Back to Phil Mosley.
Laurel dropping in a 2-3 zone.
Howard, he'll go baseline, look to dump it off to Wilson. And Michael Jones there trying to save it, can't quite get to it. Laurel, they'll take it right back over.
I don't think Wilson needed to save that out. It looked like it was off Laurel Highlands, and he decided to try to save it. Gives it to the Mustangs.
Immediately, that full court press for Uniontown. Lasky inside Cavity, bounce pass down low. Jake Schwartz off the glass.
With the left, off glass for two.
The bread and butter, that's what it's been for Laurel Highlands all season long. Going low to the block to Jake Schwartz the other way. Now Phil Mosley, a big triple on the board. Uniontown the first time tonight. Phil Mosley from deep. Right back into that press goes Uniontown. Cavity, he'll break it with a pass to Cameron Holt. Lasky, he's left all alone on the right wing for three. Off the iron, no good. Rebound tipped around. Phil Mosley, smallest player on the floor. He finds the board. Mosley, he'll step into the free throw line, hand it back off. Michael Jones, he'll look at a three. A little bit too strong, and the rebound pulled down by Hudson Novak on the backside.
Not sure that either coach wants to rely on the three here this evening, but they'll take them when they're open. But I think the Mustangs will do just that. Get it in low to Hudson Novak to the hoop and the score.
Baseline drive, Hudson Novak, his first bucket. Oden to Howard, right back to Lorenzo Oden. Now Michael Jones and Mosley in the corner. Mosley puts it on the floor, an awkward dribble, a little bit too strong on the jumper. And Lasky, he pulls down the rebound. Cavity, Malachi Howard right in his face. Off to Novak on the left side. Down low, Schwartz on the block. He was fouled, but he still finishes. Jake Schwartz, 4 points early on. It's 6-3 Mustangs. Cavity, he'll poke it right between the legs of Malachi Howard out of bounds. And the Red Raiders,
all three of the Mustangs hoops inside and low.
Wilson at the right elbow. Kick out looking for Mosley. That's back court. Cavity thought about going after it. Does the smart thing. Just let Mosley touch it in the back court and a turnover for the Red Raiders. Early on, still 6:08 to go in quarter number one. 6-3, the Mustangs lead. Uniontown, they're going to drop back into a 2-3 zone. Mosley and Oden up top, down low. Wilson, Howard, and Jones. Cavity out to Lasky, left wing. He wants three. Nothing but net for Bryce Lasky.
That's a quality shot for Bryce Lasky. Give him a couple feet of opening, and he's going to let it fly.
Contact between Holt and Lorenzo Oden. Oden wanted a foul, no call. Ball goes out of bounds. Holt, it rolled off his leg and out. And the Red Raiders, they'll inbound from the baseline with Malachi Howard. Nobody coming to the ball for Uniontown. Howard in a little bit of trouble. Jones finally came to it and it was knocked away by Jake Schwartz. Uniontown, they're just going to have to try to inbound again, this time deeper underneath their own basket. Howard, he'll inbound to Oden. Tries to drive, has it knocked away. Jake Schwartz there. Novak picks it up, and now in transition, Lasky takes the three. It comes up short, and now the Red Raiders have numbers if they hurry. Mosley left all alone for three. It comes up short, rolls off the back of the rim, and the rebound fought for and comes away with Cavity. Up ahead, Novak in transition. Can't finish the layup. Oden comes away with the rebound. Back and forth we go now. Uniontown looking to go quickly to the rim. Lorenzo Oden, floater in the lane. No, tipped around, and Novak pulls down the rebound, and he's going to slow things down.
Novak on that last opportunity was looking for the contact, and it didn't come.
Cavity going all the way to the rim.
The layup. Sorry, Daniel.
And Daniel can't finish. And Lorenzo Oden comes away with it. 9-3, Mustangs lead it. Jones inside, it's Howard. Shot blocked from behind by Schwartz. Mosley saves it right to Ben Wilson. A lot of contact again, bounces around. Off a Red Raider leg, out of bounds, and Rob Kesmarski, he's furious.
Looking for the foul underneath.
There's a lot of contact.
But a lot of arms going in a lot of different directions.
Still no fouls yet in this ball game, letting them play, and we're almost 4 minutes into the first quarter. Cavani out at the top of the key, off to Lasky, left open again. He'll come up short, and the rebound's going to come with Lorenzo Oden.
Bryce kind of short-armed that one. Wasn't sure he wanted to take that shot. It was not his fluent motion.
Off to Jones. His shot off the rim, over the backboard, out of bounds. Uniontown, they can't find their stroke from the field. Only one field goal so far, a triple from Phil Mosley.
But the Mustangs also in a little bit of a lull here. Neither team has been able to score over the last 2 minutes.
Cavity. Off to Lasky, breaking that trap. He'll cut. Sends it out on the right wing. Holt can't hit, and the rebound pulled down by Howard. Oden coming up ahead. He'll slice into the lane. And we've got a foul on the rebound.
What do we got? Looks like it's going to be on Novak.
It's going to go against Laurel Highlands, and it is. It's going to be Hudson Novak getting hit with the first foul of the ball game. Howard once again, he'll inbound right on top of the M there of Mustangs. And he'll find Mosley off to Lorenzo Oden. Left wing again, Mosley. He wants a look at a three, and Mosley hits. By far the biggest offensive threat for the Uniontown Red Raiders. Phil Mosley, their leading scorer at 17 a game, hits another triple. Lasky, kick back out. Novak left alone. Another look at a three. He's a bit too strong. Lasky on the tip in, no. Schwartz, he knocks it out of bounds on the rebound, and the Red Raiders will get it back.
Two quality opportunities again for the Mustangs. They just have a lid on it right now. Can't get those shots to fall. Novak loves that three-pointer from just outside the top of the key. Stroked it nicely, and Lasky had an opportunity for a putback. And here's Mosley right back again for his third three.
He's got all 9 Red Raiders points. We're knotted up at 9 apiece. 3.5 to go in the first quarter.
That was the exact same spot as he hit the last one.
Cavani. He wants to go to Schwartz. He's got position on. That's Wilson, but Schwartz out of his reach. Can't find it. And another turnover for the Mustangs, and Cavani, he's going to be replaced by Will Dykert.
And Burchek also checking in for the Mustangs. He's going to give Holt a break.
So you got Lasky and Dykert out top now in the 2-3 zone with Novak, Burchek, and Schwartz down low. Oden to Michael Jones on the right side.
Extend that zone out on Mosley.
Jones, he'll cut to the basket. His layup doesn't go. Finds his own rebound, no. And Burchek gets the rebound for the Mustangs. Lasky, he's going to be in charge now, handling the basketball for Laurel Highlands. Gives it off to Will Dykert. Right back to Bryce.
Mustangs in about a 4-minute drought here, unable to score.
Off to Dykert, inside looking for Burchek, taken away. Malachi Howard, 3-on-2. And Malachi Howard just going to go all the way to the rim. He's fouled Hudson Novak. A little bit of a late call. I thought it was a foul. Novak looked to get a lot of Malachi Howard's arm. The ball went over top of the backboard, out of bounds. But Malachi Howard, he's going to have to earn 2 of them from the line.
That's a second foul on Hudson Novak. And you're right, the official kind of waited for the official across the way to see if he had a better look at it. And once he did not have the look, then the near side official had to make that call. I think it clearly was a foul.
First one, Howard off the front of the rim and out. And with Novak being his second foul, looks like Runco's going to check in for Hudson. And we've seen it this year. Hudson and Jake Schwartz both, they've had a tendency, along with Chayton Burchick, to get into a bit of early foul trouble and cause some problems for the Mustangs. Howard, second one. He got that one.
Gives the Red Raiders a lead.
10-9. The Uniontown Red Raiders, their first lead since it was 3-2 to start this game off. Runco to Burchick, back to Dave Runco. He's got to look at a three, comes up short, follows his shot, almost had the rebound, and Lorenzo Oden comes away with it all the way to the rim. Oden contested by Dykert, and on the follow, it's Michael Jones. First bucket for Jones, 12-9, and a steal now. Lorenzo Oden has Jones to his right. Dykert out in his face. Gives it off, Phil Mosley. Thought about another three, picks it up, gives it off to Oden. He lost the ball. Dave Runco takes it away. He has it poked away from behind by Phil Mosley.
Mosley just like a cat out there, just quickness.
Jones wants a look at a three, and Michael Jones hits. 5 points for Michael Jones. And Coach Rick Hogger, he wants a timeout. It's 15-9 Red Raiders. A minute 41 to go in quarter number one. We'll be right back on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Tonight's game is being brought to you in part by State Representative Tim Mahoney of the 51st Legislative District. With offices in Uniontown and Chalk Hill, Representative Mahoney is dedicated to providing the best leadership and quality representation to his constituents. He can be reached at 66A Lebanon Avenue in Uniontown, 724-438-6100, and in Chalk Hill at 2925 National Pike, 724-437-2521. Good luck to all of the area teams from State Representative Tim Mahoney of the 51st Legislative District.
We're back on the South Union Township Sports Network. 15-9, the Mustangs, they lead the Red Raiders, and that drought continues up to about 5 minutes now for the Mustangs.
You're exactly
without
right.
a bucket from the field.
And the momentum and the intensity and everything has shifted the Red Raiders side.
Dykert down low on the block. It's Schwartz. He's looking to back down Jones, hands out to Lasky. He steps in, takes a jumper from the low block, and Bryce Lasky hits. 5 points now for the Mustang sophomore. Jones, he looks to drive inside, has it knocked away, taken away by Will Dykert, and Burchick trying to outlet it quickly to Dave Runco. He wasn't looking for it, and the ball goes right back to Uniontown again.
Into the game now. Runco and Dykert both played extensive time in the JV game, so getting some early action here in the varsity game.
Mosley off to Jones, right back, Phil Mosley again. Still in that 2-3 zone. Jones inside, Ben Wilson had position on Burchick, swatted away by Jake Schwartz, and Chayton Burchick there to keep it in play.
Nice block there and good defense by Jake Schwartz. Did not have the body contact, preserved the call for the foul.
Runco on the right side, off to Burchick in the corner, right back, Bryce Lasky and Will Dykert. Runco open in the corner, doesn't take the shot, gives it off to Schwartz, hook shot in the paint, no, rebound, Chayton Burchick there to clean it up.
That's Burchick's game, pick up that garbage underneath.
First bucket for the Mustangs senior. And now almost a steal by Dykert. Howard, he comes away with it for Uniontown. And now Lorenzo Oden. Howard in the corner. Jab step, takes the triple, and Malachi Howard knocks it down.
Malachi Howard, you won't see that too often. His game's inside, but he steps back and launches the three from deep in the corner.
18-13 Red Raiders. The Mustangs now want the last shot, but Mosley, he takes it away. He's got a clear lane to the rim, And Phil Mosley, a huge first quarter, 11 points, 20-13. That's how we end the quarter. A deep shot from half court doesn't go. And the Uniontown Red Raiders off to a great start. They lead the Laurel Highlands Mustangs 20-13 as we hit the first quarter break. We'll be right back on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, LLC, is proud to be a sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network. They have been serving the area with quality work and integrity for more than 40 years, and they would like to again thank their past customers and look forward to serving new customers as well. Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, LLC, works with all insurance companies and provides assistance with car rental arrangements that coordinate with the auto repair work. The rental company will meet with you at our facility to accommodate your rental needs. As a member of the DuPont Assurance of Quality program, our refinishes are guaranteed and all repairs have a lifetime warranty as long as the customer owns the vehicle. Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, LLC, clearly recognizes and understands the current and ever-changing atmosphere that exists in today's collision repair and insurance industries. So please contact Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, LLC, located at Atlas Road in Hopwood. That's Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, LLC, offering complete collision service for both domestic and foreign vehicles for more than 40 years. For more information, please stop by or call us at 724-437-2351. We care about the environment. We've always been an eco-friendly facility, and we are currently going through the process of being recognized by the U.S. EPA's Design for the Environment program.
For all of your auto body needs, come to Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, because there is a difference.
So please contact Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, LLC, located at Atlas Road in Hopwood. That's Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, LLC, offering complete collision service for both domestic and foreign vehicles for more than 40 years. For more information, please stop by or call us at 724-437-2351.
Just sit right down and you hear a tale of a fateful call. You better pay those bills right now or you take a mighty fall. He really didn't know what to do, so he turned to those who did. Zeppeli, Mahalav, and White, your bankruptcy crew, your bankruptcy crew. So no matter how deep in debt you are, if your back's against the wall, Zeppeli, Mahalav, and White, just give them a call.
We're back on the South Union Township Sports Network. Quarter number 2 between Laurel Highlands and Uniontown about to get underway. And here for it, it's Gary Frankhauser.
Thanks, Daniel. Mustangs with the early momentum saw everything shift the other way. And now we'll see how things start out here in the second. Cavaney will try the three. Daniel Cavaney with a three-pointer brings the Mustangs to within 4, 20-16.
And not a lot of an outside game from Cavaney, but if you give him enough time and space, he can knock it down.
Out of control in there was Odin. Lost it out of bounds. Jones tried to save it. Here comes Lasky down the right wing. Jump stop back to Cavaney. He'll try another one. No, doesn't get it. Burchek could not get the offensive rebound. Tipped out by Jones. Odin to the hoop. Picked up there by Burchek. Threw it away uncharacteristically. Mosley again for three. Hits. 4 3-pointers for Phil Mosley here in the first half.
A huge first half, 14 points already for the Red Raider senior.
That's a little bit tough shot there by Bryce Lasky over Malachi Howard. Answers back with another three. Here's Mosley again and a three and a foul this time. Mosley is on fire, 5 threes. Foul called on Dykert. That's his first foul. And Mosley will go to the line to try to add on again. Short on the foul shot, uncharacteristically, Phil Mosley with 5 threes and a deuce, 17 points here in the first half.
That young man telling everybody right now he doesn't want his season to end tonight.
Lasky just did not square his feet on that three. Uniontown comes back again with Jones on the rebound. Malachi Howard inside, knocked away by Burchek. Ahead now to Dykert. Mosley picks him up and unable to finish again. The Mustangs at point-blank range, missing the layup. Back comes the Uniontown Red Raiders with numbers, and it's out of bounds, just dribbled off his foot. Back to the Mustangs.
And that time just a little bit out of control, Phil Mosley. He's feeling it right now. He's got the 17 points, trying to keep it going, but he needed to slow that one up a little bit. He had numbers. He had a couple guys to his left. He had Lorenzo Oden with him. He could have dished it off for an easier play. Instead, Phil Mosley trying to take it to the rim himself, just trying to do a little too much.
Likewise, on the other side, the Mustangs unable to complete 2 layups on their last 2 trips. Nice pass inside. Cavani to Burchek for 2. 26-21 now, 5:57. Both teams trying to find the flow of this game. Uphold thought about the 3, gets it back out on top to Mosley. Mosley looking around, finds Oden. Oden, nice bounce pass into Jones. Turned around, just flipped it up to the hoop, and it's out of bounds. They're going to say it goes back to the Red Raiders. Lasky acted like he did not hit that, and he did not try to save it, but the officials have it out of bounds to the Red Raiders. Jones, now almost stolen off the leg of the Mustangs again and out of bounds as Cavani almost came up with the steal.
And that's going to put Uniontown right in that corner, a tough spot to inbound from, but Laurel Highlands giving him plenty of room, just sending it back to Mosley.
Mosley goes high for the rebound. Now he'll dribble in, and I think it's going to be a double dribble. It is, as again, Phil just got a little bit out of control. So back-to-back turnovers, uncharacteristically for Phil Mosley. Lasky now being guarded, and he'll fire the long 3 again and can't hit. Maybe need to look inside a little bit earlier. That's out of bounds. No, and it's knocked out, being kept out of bounds to the Red Raiders, as I believe Cavani knocked it out. So Holt will come in as Lasky will take a quick break. I think Coach Hogger's going to talk to him a little bit about maybe being a little bit more selective.
Yeah, he didn't
trying
like
to work it inside a little bit more to Swartz. Here's Mosley. Picked up nicely there by Cavani. Here's Burchek with the outlet to Cavani. Cavani between the legs. Top to Swartz. One bounce in the lane. Got it. Jake Swartz with 6. Mustangs back to within 3 at 4:53 to go here in the second.
A nice job by Schwartz. He had the jumper from the free throw line, took a couple steps in, got himself that nice little mid-range jumper that he likes, and was able to knock it down.
This is Oden now on top. Hands off to Mosley. Mosley to Jones. He's not afraid to shoot the 3. He's kind of knocked on his rear and no foul called. Oden now back out to Mosley. In the corner, this is Uphold being harassed by Holt. All the way around to Oden. Oden wanted to shoot the 3. Now to Jones. He'll launch the 3. Got it. The Red Raiders are lethal from three-point range so far here this evening.
They've hit 8 threes so far as a team. They're unconscious from outside the line.
Cavani inside to Swartz. He'll go to the hoop with the left and score again. That's what the Mustangs are looking for. Get it down low to Jake Swartz. Let him go to work. Back to a 4-point game. Inside, now we're going to have a foul called on Burchek. Just a little too much from the backside. Unable to get around the front at the post. That's going to be his first, team 4th. Not a foul yet called on the Red Raiders. 3:53 to go here in the second. Jones looking, in the corner to Mosley. He's going to let it go, no doubt. Rebound to Burchek, strong to Cavani. Down the left side, has contact, knocked out of bounds, but stays with the Mustangs.
And a nice defensive play by Lorenzo Oden. Keeping the body contact away, getting his hand on the basketball. Actually, Daniel Cavani is lucky that ball didn't catch his foot on the way out of bounds and give the ball back to Uniontown, but still top position inbound right underneath the basket.
Holt looking for a screen inside. Nowhere to give it to. Now finds Lasky. Back to Holt. Over the banking board. Tough shot there, a la Larry Bird, as the Red Raiders come back too quick and throw it away.
That's the problem sometimes with Uniontown's game is they try to go a little too quickly. They get out of control. They had an easy layup. Jones, all he had to do was slow it down, have a nice bounce pass to Lorenzo Oden. Instead, he got a little carried away, got out of control, and threw the pass too far ahead of Oden. Just slow it down a little bit. You have numbers on Laurel Highlands. Work the ball around. You get open looks.
There's a nice pass inside. Holt to Burchek. Holt with the assist. Burchek with the finish. Point blank range. Mustangs back to within 2. 29-27, 3:17 to go. Nice cut inside by Jones. Hands it off, and that's going to be a foul on Holt. Good ball movement that time by the Red Raiders. Ended up in the hands of Ben Wilson right at the hoop, and Holt really had no choice but to foul on that case. Wilson, just a 50% free throw shooter, so probably a good foul there by Cameron Holt. We'll see. And that is short. So Wilson 0 for 1 at the line. Tries the second, again off the rim, so does turn out to be a good foul by Cameron Holt. Cavaney now, man-to-man defense or a matchup, 1-2-2. Nice pass again inside. Cavaney to Burchek. Burchek just finding the openings. 8 points on the night for Chayton Burchek off the bench. We're all tied at 29. Jones now. Red Raiders in a little bit of a lull offensively. Try to find Mosley to get that three-pointer going again, but Jones will let it go and can't hit, as Cavaney will pull it down, bring it down with the left hand. Goes to the hoop, strong Cavaney, got it! Daniel Cavaney with a 3 and a deuce, 5 points in the quarter, puts the Mustangs back on top.
Now Uniontown trying to rely a little too much on that outside game. Ben Wilson, he can get positioned down low on Chayton Burchek. You got to try to feed the big man a little bit.
Here's Mosley, he'll let another one rip, and percentages kind of catching up to him there. Holt now. Oh, almost lost it. Lasky will go one-on-one, and he is fouled going up. That's going to be a two-shot foul, as Jones will pick up the foul. Just the first personal foul on Uniontown with 2 minutes to go here in the second before halftime. Bryce Lasky will go to the line for 2. Bryce with 8 points so far here in the first half. Make it 9.
And the last guy you want to put at the free throw line if you're Uniontown, Bryce Lasky, by far the best free throw shooter on this Mustang team all season long.
Second one, little strong as Daniel eye-jazzes him. Howard, no, look, got a little contact, and he throws it away. Lasky now with an opportunity. He'll go to the hoop with the left, didn't get it up high enough. Cavaney doing it all for the Mustangs here in the second quarter. And Kazmarski watches his team throw it out of bounds again. So Coach Kazmarski thinking about a timeout, didn't get the opportunity to call it. Another turnover. Holt will have it out of bounds across the way.
A minute 42 to go. He could probably use one here to slow things down for his Red Raiders. Get them back together here. They've kind of let this one start to slip away a little bit.
Strong to the hoop. Jake Swartz again. He just takes it right to the hoop. And that'll be 10 for Jake Swartz in the first half. 36-29, a run for the Mustangs here in the second. Oden almost has it knocked away by Holt. Mosley now has it knocked away by Burchek, but picked up by Howard. Mosley dribbles to the elbow, gets it back out to Howard. In the corner now to Jones. Swing it all the way around to Oden, almost walk with it. He'll dribble to his left and has a long two, but Burchek will get called for the bump as Oden careened back toward the Mustang bench, and that's going to be 2 fouls on Chayton Burchek to send Lorenzo Oden, a 65% free throw shooter, to the line with a minute 2 to go. Mustangs by 7. Oden short on this first one. Checking in for the Mustang, J.J. Holbert will give Burchek a break with those 2 fouls. Does not want to pick up that third. Hudson Novak has not played here in the second quarter. As Oden can't get the second one to go, Novak comes out, gets it to Cavany. Cavany across to Holbert. Holbert to Holt. Back across to Cavany. Now Lasky has Swartz posted up, gets it into him, and we're going to have a hold underneath on Mosley. A mismatch, and really Phil Mosley did the right thing there.
Yeah, there's not much you can do if you're Phil Mosley. 5'7" on 6'4". Schwartz gets that ball. He's got an easy back down on Mosley and an easy layup. Give up that foul. That's only your first and only the team's second. That's a good play by Mosley.
Here's Swartz again. Gets it inside. Holt will save it in to Holbert. Back out to Cavany. Looks for Lasky on top now with 41 seconds to go. Being guarded there by Oden. Lasky at the elbow. Little strong. Jones comes out for the Red Raiders. Now Mosley inside to Wilson. Puts his shoulder down. Goes to the hoop. Could be an offensive foul. Now over to the back. Nothing called. Now we got it. 24. I'm sorry, that's Wilson. His first, team third. Wilson, a frustration foul. 2 chances at the hoop, could not get it to drop, and went over Jake Swartz back for the offensive foul. Here's Swartz at the foul line. High arcing jumper. Another one good for Jake Swartz. That's 12 for him in the half as Oden tries to dribble through the defense. Mosley didn't get it off. It's no good. It's been a game of spurts. The Mustangs with the last one. Now lead at halftime. The Mustangs 38, the Red Raiders 29. We'll be back with halftime activities. You're watching the South Union Township Sports Network.
Centers for Rehab Services, CRS, a part of UPMC and the Center for Sports Medicine, is a proud sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network and its coverage of area youth sports. Make Centers for Rehab Services your choice for all of your physical and occupational therapy needs. CRS, located at 160 Wayland Smith Drive, provides physical therapy, occupational therapy, work injury programs, and hand therapy. Valuing patient satisfaction is one of their highest priorities. Centers for Rehab Services offers a patient-centered environment where each patient has an individualized treatment plan developed for their specific needs. They are experts in helping you recover from injuries, increase strength, and build endurance. CRS professionals have become highly skilled through a strong commitment to continuing education and advanced certifications to ensure the most cutting-edge and cost-effective treatment for their patients. Jim Burns, a lifetime Uniontown area resident, is a licensed physical therapist and facility director of the Uniontown location, as well as a field faculty instructor for Duquesne University and for the University of Pittsburgh School of Physical Therapy. He invites you to stop by his state-of-the-art location and discuss your rehabilitation needs. Center for Rehab Services is participating with most insurance plans, including all Highmark products, UPMC Health Plan, and Medicare. Available 5 days a week and offering extended hours for patient convenience. Patients are seen within 24 to 48 hours, and walk-ins are always welcome. Patients may also be seen through direct access, which does not require a physician's prescription. CRS worked with physicians and other healthcare providers to help you find relief, live your life again, and get you back into the game. For more information, call CRS at 724-437-7500. Where you treat for physical therapy is always your choice, so ask for Centers for Rehab Services. It's your health, it's your choice.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Welcome back to the Harold Horse Taylor Memorial Gymnasium as the Mustang cheerleaders entertain the crowd. A game of spurts here in the first half, Daniel, and Mustangs hold on to a 38-29 halftime lead. Let's take a look at those stats.
We start with the Uniontown Red Raiders. They were red hot to start the game. 20 points in the first quarter. 5 triples in that first quarter as well. Phil Mosley, he finishes the half leading the way, 17 points, 5 3-pointers, 15 of those points coming from beyond the arc. Michael Jones followed him up. He's got 8. He's got 2 triples as well. Malachi Howard, the only other Red Raider to score in the first half. 4 points, all of those coming in the first half. The big telling story right now for Uniontown, they got fouled a lot more than Laurel Highlands did in the first half. 2 of 8 from the free throw line. Not very good from the stripe for Uniontown in the first half. No foul trouble, though, for him. That's a good thing going into that second half. Michael Jones has 1, Phil Mosley has 1, and Ben Wilson has 1. Those are the only fouls for the Uniontown Red Raiders as they put up 29 points in the first half.
On the Mustang side, Bryce Lasky with 2 triples, a deuce, and 1 for 2 from the line for his total of 9. Jake Swartz came through with 12 points, 4 in the first and 8 in the second. Daniel Cavaney came alive in the second quarter with 7 points, a triple and 2 deuces. Hudson Novak just with 2 points, did not play much at all in that second quarter, on the bench with 2 fouls. And Chayton Burchak off the bench for the Mustangs with 8 points. Chayton Burchak with 2 fouls, Hudson Novak with 2 fouls, Will Dykert with 1, Cameron Holt with 1. And looking at the points by quarter, Mustangs 13 in the first, 25 in the second. Uniontown 20 in the first, 9 in the second. And I think another telling statistic, as you said, Daniel, is only 3 Red Raiders in the scoring column. And you'd have to believe that Coach Kazmarski will try to push that ball down low a little bit more, especially try to get Ben Wilson involved in the scoring the second half.
Well, he's been such a critical part of their offense all season long. And when you can't get him the ball, that can make your team one-dimensional. We saw them start forcing shots from the outside. Well, the well eventually dried up from 3. You got to find a way to get the ball down low to Ben Wilson, get him in on the act. Once you push the ball back inside to Ben Wilson, that's going to force the Laurel Highlands defense to pinch in on him, and it's going to allow the ball to pop back out and leave those shots open on the outside again.
Another important issue for the Red Raiders, Armani Williams not in the lineup tonight, conspicuously absent for the Red Raiders, and not sure what the situation is there, but Armani not playing, and he's averaged close to 12 points a game and has been very good slashing inside that zone for the Red Raiders.
Well, and it's a big absence, but the guy who's filled in for him, Michael Jones, is second on the team in scoring, so they haven't really missed that much without Armani Williams. If you look at it player for player, Michael Jones, 8 points and a couple triples in the first half. He's filled in nicely. It's the other guys that have got to help out. Lorenzo Oden also held scoreless there in the first half. We only really saw 6 Red Raiders in the entirety of the first half. The only guy really coming off the bench whatsoever was Trent Uphold just for a couple minutes. So without Armani Williams, the thing that Rob Kazmarski's dealing with right now is a little bit of a depleted bench, and he doesn't like to go very deep anyway.
And on the Mustang side, I think that Coach Hogger is going to emphasize to his team to be selective in order to get more quality shots, and you saw that in the second quarter with Jake Swartz being able to get down low as well as Chayton Burchak, each of them being able to get point-blank shots, and that'll loosen things up and make it a lot easier for Bryce Lasky and Hudson Novak to hit those threes more in an uncontested fashion.
Well, and you also saw that with a couple of the shot selections from Bryce Lasky. Rick Hogger eventually wasn't exactly happy with it. He took a deep contested 3 with a hand right in his face, and Rick didn't like the shot selection. He pulled Bryce out immediately, told him about it. Bryce was back in within a minute or so, but that's going to be the situation. If Rick doesn't like the shot selection, he's going to pull you out, and you got to use some of the clock, especially now. Up 9 going into the second half. You know Uniontown likes to play at a fast pace. Take as much time off that clock as you can. Be very selective. Move the ball around and look for the best shot you can get.
The key to the Mustang offense is to get assists, not to create on their own, but to get assists. And you saw that in the second quarter. Cavaney on a couple nice passes inside to Burchak. Also, Cameron Holt with a couple nice assists. And that'll be the story in the second half, and we're going to see what happens as we come out. As we said it coming in, it's up to the Red Raiders. Win and you're in, and they got an uphill climb. down by 9 going into the second half. And we're going to be back with that second half action. You're watching the South Union Township Sports Network.
Good luck to the Mustangs from the South Union Township Supervisors, Rick Vernon, Jason Scott, and Robert Schiffbar.
We're back at the Harold Horse Taylor Memorial Gymnasium. Our halftime score, Laurel Highlands 38, Uniontown 29. Here with your third quarter play-by-play, Daniel Wallace.
Uniontown, they're going to start the third quarter out there with Mosley, Oden, Howard, Wilson, and Michael Jones. 5 of the 6 players that saw any action in the first half of the Red Raiders. For Laurel Highlands, it'll be Lasky, Cavany, Novak, Schwartz, and Cameron Holt in that 2-3 zone. Laurel Highlands, they'll drop right back into it. Lorenzo Oden, left side. Phil Mosley wants another 3, comes up short in the rebound with Hudson Novak.
Got to believe Novak's going to be coming into this third quarter a little hungry.
Cavany, beautiful backdoor pass, finds Cameron Holt. Another assist for Daniel Cavany, and the first bucket of the game for Laurel Highlands senior Cam Holt. Oden to Mosley, right back to Oden, and now on the right side it's Jones in the corner. Malachi Howard. Right back up top, Lorenzo Oden again. Mosley, Wilson on the block over top of Schwartz. He got fouled, and Ben Wilson's going to have to earn 2 from the line.
You know, Jake Schwartz didn't like the call, but there was some contact on the forearm, and that's going to send Wilson to the line. The Red Raiders just 1 of 7 from the line in the first half. Wilson 0 for 2.
First one for Ben Wilson. And he hits that one. So he's now 1 of 3 from the line tonight. And that is the first point of the night for the Red Raiders senior. Wilson, second one. He got them both. 2 of 4 from the line, Ben Wilson. It's 40-31, the Mustangs lead it. Lasky pressured by Howard. He's going to go all the way to the rim. Dish off. Jake Schwartz can't finish it. Rebound tipped around. Last touch looked like Ben Wilson, and it stays with the Mustangs.
Now Jake had a nice opportunity there. Good dish by Bryce Lasky. Unable to complete it, but it does go out of bounds to the Mustangs.
Cam Holt, he'll be the trigger from the baseline. Finds Cavany. On the left side, Lasky. He wants a quick 3, and he'll knock it down. Bryce Lasky sets himself, pulls the trigger, knocks down another triple, his third of the game. It's Oden. Off to Mosley, and now with Jones in the corner. Malachi Howard, he's going to drive baseline, met there by Cavany, and Malachi Howard finishes.
Breakdown on the baseline defense there for the Mustangs. Can't give him that opportunity down low.
Cavany trying to go all the way to the rim, lost it. Mosley saved it, threw it out of bounds. And the official pointed to Uniontown, but he's clearly mistaken. The ball's going to stay with the Mustangs.
Coach Hogger almost lost his mind for no reason.
So Holt will be the inbounder.
Little chuckle there from Joe Units.
And Novak on the inbound, knocks down the jumper, gets the friendly roll. Hudson Novak, he's got 4 points on the night. Behind the back dribble, Lorenzo Oden in the paint. Tough shot, rebound, Howard can't finish. And now Novak, he'll outlet to Lasky, right back to Hudson and Jake Schwartz. Schwartz going all the way to the rim himself, lays it home with the finger roll.
Very athletic move by Jake Schwartz to the hoop.
Oden off to Jones, 47-33, a 14-point lead, their biggest of the game for the Mustangs. Jones, he'll take the three. Comes up short. Ben Wilson, the only Red Raider there, finds the rebound around 4 white shirts, kicks out to Howard, and now right back to Michael Jones again. Inside, trying to go to Wilson. It's knocked away by Holt, right back to Oden.
Wilson just stationary in the post there, just nowhere for the Red Raiders to pass it to. It's just a complete perimeter offense.
Howard, Mosley, right back. Lorenzo Oden again in the corner. It's Michael Jones.
Wilson just stationary with his hands up, but really there now they do get it to him. Once they do get it to him, he has an opportunity to score, and he will.
And Wilson cuts to the basket. He's got 4 points, and Rob Kazmarski, he wants a timeout. 47-35. Mustangs lead the Uniontown Red Raiders. 5:28 to go in the third. We'll be back on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Tonight's game is being brought to you in part by State Representative Tim Mahoney of the 51st Legislative District. With offices in Uniontown and Chalk Hill, Representative Mahoney is dedicated to providing the best leadership and quality representation to his constituents. He can be reached at 66A Lebanon Avenue in Uniontown, 724-438-6100, and in Chalk Hill at 2925 National Pike, 724-437-2521. Good luck to all of the area teams from State Representative Tim Mahoney of the 51st Legislative District.
We're back on the South Union Township Sports Network. 47-35. Mustangs lead their crosstown rival, Uniontown Red Raiders. Full court press coming out for the Red Raiders. Novak, he'll break the timeline. Now it's Cavany with it. Dish down low. Jake Schwartz left all alone. He finishes it. 16 points for the Mustang Junior.
Goes to the left nicely.
Oden.
Oh!
And a bit of a tough foul call there as Oden, driving into the lane, tried to kick it out. And they're going to hit Daniel Cavany with a grab in the lane. Howard, he'll be the inbounder from the baseline for the Red Raiders. Breaking away, Phil Mosley in the corner. Inside, Michael Jones can't finish, and the rebound pulled down. Daniel Cavany will come away from the pack. Almost lost the dribble, slows things up, finds Novak on the right side. Right back to Cavany again. Schwartz gives him a screen out at the top of the key. Roll into the basket. Beautiful pick and roll. Too easy for the Mustangs. Schwartz sets the screen. Cavany gets another assist. The Mustangs lead at 51-35.
Exactly what Coach Harger was looking for. Now a nice block there by Schwartz.
Out of bounds it goes. Last touch by the Mustangs with Michael Jones trying to cut to the basket. Howard, he'll inbound. Finds Oden in the corner. His three-point attempt swatted away. Cam Holt there on the block. They'll switch sides now, go from the F of Phillies to the S at the end. Howard inbounds looking for Wilson, finds him. Ben Wilson trying to go right to the rim, and it's taken away. Hudson Novak with a steal. Novak in the corner. Cam Holt, he'll drive baseline up and under. Can't get it to go, and the rebound pulled down by Wilson.
Just adjusted it one too many times on that shot. Just should have took it right up and created the contact and the foul.
Lorenzo Oden with it, top of the key. Off to Jones, almost taken away there by Holt. Right back to Lorenzo Oden. Jones again, he wants to look at a three. And Michael Jones hits another, his third triple of the ball game. He's got 11 points. 51-38, the Mustangs lead the Red Raiders.
Lead down to 13, so the Mustangs can't afford to slow down, that's for sure.
Cavani, bounce pass down low, Schwartz, no. Tip back, Hudson Novak. He can't find it. Second chance, he does that time. Hudson Novak, 6 points for the Mustangs. 53-38, a 15-point edge for Laurel Highlands.
No give up in Hudson Novak, just kept going back at it, created this score.
On the block, Wilson, back out, Lorenzo Oden, step back jumper. That's a 2. Lorenzo Oden knocks it down. The first bucket of the night for Lorenzo Oden, he's on the board.
Red Raiders need him to get on fire a little bit.
Lasky, he's going to drive all the way to the rim himself. A lot of contact.
Wow.
No call, and Uniontown comes that way with it. Oden. He'll slow it up, give it off to Jones. He wants another look at a three. He's already got 3 of them. That one hits the back of the rim, falls down to Cam Holton, now Daniel Cavani. Cavani going to the rim, he's fouled. An aggressive move, Daniel Cavani trying to get to the rim, and he's going to get 2 of them from the line.
Fouls on Lorenzo Oden, just his first.
Only the 4th foul on Uniontown as a team in this entire game, and we're at 2:53 left to go in the third quarter.
And as aggressive as both teams are playing, that's really amazing.
Cavani, first to 2. He got it.
Schwartz a little aggressive on that rebound.
I don't know where they're thinking it's a 1-on-1 when the team only has 4 fouls all game.
It was 2 shots. Cavani with the good foul shot.
Second one on the way for the Mustangs senior. Cavani off the left side of the rim, follows it up, tipped around, and it's going to stay with Laurel Highlands. So this turns into a chance for a 4-point possession for the Mustangs. As Cavani can't hit the second free throw, it's tapped out of bounds by the Red Raiders. And now Cam Holt will get the inbound right to Cavani. Now Novak, baseline. Holt was open. Novak didn't find him. Gives it off to Lasky. Step back jumper. He's getting called for the offensive foul.
Little push off by Bryce as he tried to create the move or create the room between him and the defender. Just he stepped back, but in the same motion, pushed off.
We see that a lot from Bryce Lasky. He doesn't get called for it much. He hides it well, but that time extending the forearm a little bit too much. Howard driving baseline. Tries to lay it home. No. Ben Wilson there. Second chance. Puts it back. Again, no. And the rebound pulled down by Jake Schwartz.
Defense provided there by Bryce Lasky.
2:27 to go in the third quarter. 54-40. The Mustangs lead it. Cavani has it knocked away from behind. Lorenzo Oden knocks it out of bounds. And Phil Mosley, he's going to be
good
checking
hands
back
down
in.
There by Coach Zach Just for the Mustang football team.
Well, he better. If he's coaching football, he better have some good hands. Holt inbound, right to Schwartz, puts it straight up and in. Jake Schwartz.
Really strong on those close bank shots.
And even 20 points for Schwartz tonight. Oden trying to put a floater home, and the rebound pulled down by Wilson. He's fouled, and Ben Wilson's going to get 2 from the line.
Cavani with the hack across the arm.
Second foul on Cavani.
Prevented Wilson to get it up to the hoop. Wilson 2 for 4, converted his last 2 at the line.
First one, it rattles out for the Red Raiders senior. Wilson, one more. Second one. Can't get that one either. He's 2 of 6 from the line tonight, but the long rebound comes out to Malachi Howard. Mosley, he'll step in, take the mid-range jumper. No. Rebound tipped around. Finally going to be found by Cavani, but he's out of bounds.
And it's going to stay with Uniontown. Good hustle on both sides. Howard and Cavani diving on the floor for that loose ball.
So Howard will have to inbound from the sideline right in the corner.
Just a minute 57 to go here in the third.
Mosley off to Lorenzo Oden. Flashing to the free throw line, it's Wilson. Kick out, Michael Jones again, look at a 3. And Michael Jones has got his 4th of the game.
And Daniel, we've seen this before. The Mustangs with a pretty good lead moving into the fourth quarter. Now down to 13.
Lasky Down low, Schwartz. Beautiful patience, Jake Schwartz. Gets Ben Wilson off his feet and finishes.
Schwartz with 10 in the quarter, 22 for the game.
58-43, the Mustangs on top. Cavaney with a steal now. 3-on-2. Novak to the rim, lays it home with the left hand.
Beautiful, unselfish assist there by Daniel Cavaney, just bouncing it to Novak for the easy layup.
Oden trailing now by 17 on the Red Raiders. Wilson in the paint, takes the jumper, doesn't fall. Rebound, Novak. Beautiful quick outlet to Lasky, and now he's got Novak trailing all the way to the rim. Bryce Lasky finishes in one more.
Lasky found another gear that time as he came down the right side, just picked up the pace, took it to the hoop, got the bucket, now the foul.
Second foul on Lorenzo Oden tonight.
Bryce has played well tonight, Steve, the 6'2 sophomore.
62-43, the Mustangs lead it with 55 seconds. Lasky again knocks down the free throw.
That'll be 15 for Bryce so far this evening.
20-point lead for the Mustangs, their biggest of the night. Mosley inside. Wilson partially blocked by Schwartz. Rebound tipped around and a last touched. Schwartz and out of bounds. And the Red Raiders will get it back with 42.3. Howard to Lorenzo Oden. Step back, foot on the line. That's only two. Doesn't fall anyway. And the rebound was Schwartz.
Good box out that time by Jake Schwartz. Had two Red Raiders on his hip.
Holt in transition. An open look at a triple. No. Tipped out. Schwartz was trying to find Lasky, but it hit the line. There was contact on the left side. Bryce Lasky went down. Wasn't ready for that ball to be tipped out. And it looks like Lasky might be bleeding there a little bit on the right side of his face.
Well, if the officials see anything like that, he'll have to come out of the game.
Oden off to Jones in the corner. It's Malachi Howard driving baseline. Puts it up. Novak met him at the rim, and he finishes there.
Malachi Howard has found that baseline several times here this evening.
He's got 8 points, and now a steal for the Red Raiders. Malachi Howard in transition. Oden lost his footing. Feet might have got tangled up, but it's going to go out of bounds. Incidental contact. The Mustangs get it.
I think that was just coincidental contact.
0.7 seconds. Holt, and no, from half court, doesn't get it, but a big quarter again for the Mustangs. 25 points in the quarter. It's 63-45 as we hit the third quarter break. One more quarter to go on the South Union Township Sports Network.
16 for Uniontown. I haven't figured out what that's
1 o'clock. Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, LLC, is proud to be a sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network. They have been serving the area with quality work and integrity for more than 40 years, and they would like to again thank their past customers and look forward to serving new customers as well. Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, LLC, works with all insurance companies and provides assistance with car rental arrangements that coordinate with the auto repair work. The rental company will meet with you at our facility to accommodate your rental needs. As a member of the DuPont Assurance of Quality program, our refinishes are guaranteed and all repairs have a lifetime warranty as long as the customer owns the vehicle. Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, LLC, clearly recognizes and understands the current and ever-changing atmosphere that exists in today's collision repair and insurance industries. So please contact Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, LLC, located at Atlas Road in Hopwood. That's Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, LLC, offering complete collision service for both domestic and foreign vehicles for more than 40 years. For more information, please stop by or call us at 724-437-2351. We care about the environment. We've always been eco-friendly facility, and we are currently going through the process of being recognized by the U.S. EPA's Design for the Environment program.
For all of your auto body needs, come to Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, because there is a difference.
So so please contact Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, LLC, located at Atlas Road in Hopwood. That's Ted Sova Body and Fender Repair, LLC, offering complete collision service for both domestic and foreign vehicles for more than 40 years. For more information, please stop by or call us at 724-437-2351. Centers for Rehab Services, CRS, a part of UPMC and the Center for Sports Medicine, is a proud sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network and its coverage of area youth sports. Make Centers for Rehab Services your choice for all of your physical and occupational therapy needs. CRS, located at 160 Wayland Smith Drive, provides physical therapy, occupational therapy, work injury programs, and hand therapy. Valuing patient satisfaction is one of their highest priorities. Centers for Rehab Services offers a patient-centered environment where each patient has an individualized treatment plan developed for their specific needs. They are experts in helping you recover from injuries, increase strength, and build endurance. CRS professionals have become highly skilled through a strong commitment to continuing education and advanced certifications to ensure the most cutting-edge and cost-effective treatment for their patients. Jim Burns, a lifetime Uniontown area resident, is a licensed physical therapist and facility director of the Uniontown location, as well as a field faculty instructor for Duquesne University and for the University of Pittsburgh School of Physical Therapy. He invites you to stop by his state-of-the-art location and discuss your rehabilitation needs. Center for Rehab Services is participating with most insurance plans, including all Highmark products, UPMC Health Plan, and Medicare. Available 5 days a week and offering extended hours for patient convenience. Patients are seen within 24 to 48 hours and walk-ins are always welcome. Patients may also be seen through direct access, which does not require a physician's prescription. CRS worked with physicians and other healthcare providers to help you find relief, live your life again, and get you back into the game. For more information, call CRS at 724-437-7500. Where you treat for physical therapy is always your choice, so ask for Centers for Rehab Services. It's your health, it's your choice.
One more quarter to go. Mustangs and Red Raiders as we start the fourth, and here's Gary Frankhauser.
Thanks, Daniel. Mustangs holding on to an 18-point advantage as we go into the fourth quarter. And it's going to be interesting to see how they are able to hold on to the lead as Hudson Novak goes in strong to start things off well in the fourth quarter for the Mustangs. 20-point lead now as Howard has it in the corner. Now stolen away again. Cavaney with Lasky. Good pass. Drop back to Novak. Can't get it, but Novak will try again. Comes out of there, and they'll bring it back now. And there's a travel call. 3-second call, I'm sorry.
It was a travel either way. One way or another, that was a turnover.
It was going to come back. And the Mustangs maybe a little too many passes that time.
Lasky had a clear lane. He had a clear lane to the rim. He could have taken it up himself. Worst comes to worst there, Bryce. He gets fouled. He's getting 2 shots from the line. Instead, dishes it off to Novak. The extra pass hurting the Mustangs.
Howard again on that baseline and just knocked out of bounds by Swartz. So any opportunity, the Mustangs are almost in like a penalty kill mode if you're a hockey fan at this point. Here's Howard, that baseline drive again. Doesn't get it to go this time as Burchek will pull it down. Good substitution for the Mustangs to bring Chayton Burchek into the game. Just a powerful rebounder. And he'll get it over to Lasky. Lasky back to Cavaney, has it knocked away. And Burchek, there he is on the court, just grabbing for the ball. Can't get up. That's a travel. Good call by the official. As soon as he comes up to his knees, it's an automatic travel call.
Well, now with 6:51 to go, a 20-point lead, Laurel Highlands, they can take as much time as they want here in this fourth quarter. Just move the ball around, try to take
Just
40 seconds.
For really open shots.
Take 40, 45 seconds off the clock every possession if you want. Force Uniontown to come out and pressure you.
There's Lasky. He'll launch the three, and Burchak again in there. Just as we said, Chayton Burchak, just an animal under those boards. And here comes Malachi Howard. Nice move to the hoop. He has 10.
Well, the Mustangs just simply not wanting to foul there. Schwartz and Burchak both kind of saw Howard with a full head of steam, let him go to the rim.
Really, if you're the Mustangs, you really don't need any kind of three-point shot. And there's a pass underneath. Burchak couldn't handle it. Nice pass by Cavany. That was a little strange situation as Cavany came down the baseline, threw the ball over top the banking board from the underneath side.
Well, it probably should have been a foul. A lot of contact on the baseline.
Jones for three, short. Novak will pull down the easy rebound.
And you can see Uniontown, they've lost a lot out there
teams
tonight.
A little sloppy at this point. Nice dish by Lasky to Burchak. Another assist for Bryce Lasky. Burchak with 12 on the night. Now Odin trying to go one-on-one, and he gets it to go in the foul.
It just looks like the Red Raiders have lost a lot of their confidence, a lot of their drive tonight in this game.
Foul by number 21, Daniel Cavany. Odin with 2. That's his 4th point of the evening. And a lot of one-on-one activity going on that Red Raider offensive side as Odin gets the roll. 69-50, a 19-point advantage with 5:48 to go here in the 4th. Schwartz showing his ball handling ability as Cavany being harassed there by Odin. Novak looking underneath, gets it to Schwartz. Nice drop step to the hoop. A lot of contact. Now we got a call. Going up to the hoop, that's going to be on number 12, Ben Wilson, his 2nd. The team 4th for the second half. And that'll send Jake Schwartz to the line. With 22 already on the evening, Schwartz will add on. It's the game plan for the Mustangs, and the opportunity to create assists has really paid dividends as Schwartz completes the 2 points from the foul line. Mosley's been real quiet here in the second half, has no points in the second half.
17 in the first half, and everything has just gone dry for the Red Raiders.
Odin, he'll launch it. That's on the line. And Malachi Howard, good rebound inside, and he's going to be fouled by Novak. So good position there by Malachi Howard. Will give Hudson Novak his 3rd. And that's out of bounds. 6-team foul for the Mustangs. Nowhere to go with it, gives it to Jones. Jones dribbles out top to Odin. Odin back to Jones, trying to look inside, and Odin will launch the 3. That's going to be short. And Schwartz comes down with the rebound. Lasky back to Cavany. Odin will look for the steal, and he's getting a lot of contact. And he does get this wraparound knockout, but that'll be back to the Mustangs.
One thing the Mustangs have done a great job of tonight, the big man for Laurel Highlands, limiting the Uniontown Red Raiders to just one shot on the offensive glass, not allowing those offensive rebounds and second chance putbacks. Ben Wilson, that's a big reason he only has 5 points. Make that 4 points.
Mosley really harassing Lasky, just knocking it out, and that'll be back to the Mustangs. A lot of contact, no foul called, as again, as you said, Red Raiders just with, I think, a total of 6 fouls on the evening. Lasky, he doesn't need to shoot that, and he gets it to Novak. Novak will go baseline strong, and
no, offensive foul. Schwartz on the clear out.
Screen.
He was kind of backing Ben Wilson out of the paint there.
Just away from the ball, really. Again, not necessary, but good aggressive effort there, and that'll give the Red Raiders the ball back. Down 21. Jones, good fake. Jumper short. Odin in the paint now has got a jump ball call as Jake Schwartz grabbed the ball as Odin was trying to go to the hoop. And it's going to be out of bounds to the Red Raiders. Underneath, as checking in for Uniontown, Connor DeMoss.
That was great hands by Jake Schwartz, too, to get on the ball, not swiping at it, getting his hands on top of it, tying it up.
Malachi Howard sends it deep to Odin. He didn't understand that was not a backcourt. Now it was a backcourt. Cavani to Lasky. Got it. Another nice pass by Daniel Cavani. We're not keeping assists, but I think he at least has 5 quality assists here this evening.
I'd say he had 5 in the first half. This is probably the best game the Mustang seniors played all year.
Another good box out there by Burchick. As you said, limiting the Red Raiders to 1 shot. Lasky with the clock down to 3:50. Mustangs in control by 23. Nice again to Burchick, and he'll go up twice, gets his own rebound, and completes the bucket. 25-point lead now for the Mustangs. Red Raiders just trying to look for 3-pointers now. Oden will step in for the 2. Strong off the rim, and Swartz comes down with it, but has it taken away and now commits a foul. So Swartz a little too anxious to get rid of it, and they're going to call that foul on him as his 3rd. It's going to send Malachi Howard to the line. The Mustangs are over the limit, but I believe this is a 2-shot foul. Malachi Howard with 10, misses the first. Coming in for the Mustangs, J.J. Holbert, the senior forward, getting an opportunity to play against the crosstown rival Uniontown Red Raiders. And also coming in, Cameron Holt as Howard hits the second.
And you're probably going to see Rick Honker start emptying the bench here. Get a lot of the younger guys a little bit of action in this
or maybe
crosstown
make
rivalry.
Sure all the seniors get to see action against the Red Raiders.
It did just take Cavani out, so.
Lasky to the hoop. Can't get it to go. Wilson now is going to be called. Foul is going to be, I think, on, who's it going to be? Lasky, I believe. No, it's on Burchick, and that's his 3rd. And that's going to send Wilson to the line. 1-on-1 opportunity for Ben Wilson. He is 2 for 6 from the line. Just 4 points so far here this evening for Ben Wilson. First one up, rattles out. Swartz can't get it, but Burchick pulls it down. Lasky now will control, being guarded there now by Trent Uphold, who checked in for Uniontown. Lasky to the hoop, and he's going to be called for, Uphold's going to be called for the foul. It's going to be a non-shooting foul as the Red Raiders are going to empty the bench also, as Perkins will come in along with Brandon Bell. So all underclassmen, as Swartz will take the short jumper and hit. Jake Swartz with 26 now for the Mustangs.
A high arcing shot. Getting it on the low block there, that's where he likes it. He can knock down that mid-range jumper all day long.
18-footer on the way there by Fitzgerald. Now it's out of bounds. Back to the Mustangs. Jake Swartz will come out as Will Diker comes in. Lasky comes out as David Runco comes in with 2:39 to go. The Mustangs with a commanding 26-point lead, 77-51. Daniel, going into the WPIL playoffs, this game may help the Mustangs in their seeding.
There's a possibility depending on what everybody else did tonight. But it's
very too strong by Holbert. Burchick with the rebound. Now Cameron Holt to the hoop. And he knifed his way through, but picks up the foul.
We knew coming into tonight everything was tight right there, 2 through 4. Steel Valley kind of ran away from it, a 10-3 record coming into tonight in their conference play. West Mifflin, Thomas Jefferson sat right there at 8-5. And then the Laurel Highlands Mustangs at 7-6. So if you can get one of those two teams, if not both of those teams to lose, interesting situation. If you get them both to lose, you got 3 teams all sitting there, 8-6 records, all 3 beating each other once.
And the committee is going to have a real difficult time figuring out the seeding process there. As the Red Raiders will go with Cameron Fitzgerald, number 1. Number 5, Trent Uphold. Now down low to Perkins. He'll score. Josh Perkins gets on the board for the Red Raiders. Also in there, Brandon Bell for the Red Raiders. Got J.J. Holbert, David Runco, Will Dykert, Burchak trying to go in, and he is blocked inside. Nice play there by number 33, Connor DeMoss. for the Red Raiders. There's a kick by Runco. We're down to 1:42 to go, 77-53, as some more substitutions will come into the game. Jameer Hollingsworth now for Uniontown. Gets it into DeMoss. DeMoss facing that 2-3 zone for the Mustangs. Runco and Dykert on top. Holbert, now nice pick off there by Cameron. Gets it ahead to Dykert. He'll score. So Will Dykert on the board with 2 here in the fourth. 79-53, a minute 20 to go. Little double dribble there, but not called. And Perkins strong on the board. Picking up the garbage now for the Red Raiders. Jameer Hollingsworth for 2.
And here come
more
more
substitutions. We're going to have a 30-second timeout. Going to be called by Laurel Highlands merely for substitution purposes, as they're going to empty the bench and pull out all of the starters with a minute 3 to go. It's 79-55. We'll step aside quickly here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
We're back for the final game of the regular season. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs will be going on to the WPIAL playoffs. Now into the game for the Mustangs, Josh Burns along with Lancaster. Greg Lancaster and Burns out top facing the pressure. Underneath is Elijah Gwynn. This is number 32, Nick Simpson, the JV team. They're basically trying to run the clock out, but Simpson will take the jumper from the elbow with 40 seconds to go. Red Raiders come back. DeMoss now will swing it all the way across to Hollingsworth. Now on top to Fitzgerald. DeMoss, one bounce shot on the way, no good. Josh Burns will pick it up with 22 seconds to go. Heading now to Simpson, out of his hands and out of bounds. Checking in for the final 18 seconds. Number 5, Trent Uphold for the Red Raiders. Mustangs will move to 8-6 in conference. Down low Perkins. And give him some credit. Josh Perkins powers one up. Makes it 79-57 with just 6 seconds to go. Josh Burns will run it out as he dribbles at half court. And that'll do it. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs pick up a key victory in Section 4 AAA to head into the WPIAL playoffs. Our final, Laurel Highlands 79, Uniontown 57. We'll be back after this on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Tonight's game is being brought to you in part by State Representative Tim Mahoney of the 51st Legislative District. With offices in Uniontown and Chalk Hill, Representative Mahoney is dedicated to providing the best leadership and quality representation to his constituents. He can be reached at 66A Lebanon Avenue in Uniontown, 724-438-6100, and in Chalk Hill at 2925 National Pike, 724-437-2521. Good luck to all of the area teams from State Representative Tim Mahoney of the 51st Legislative District.
Welcome back. The fans from Uniontown and Laurel Highlands filtering their way out of the gymnasium. Entertaining basketball. The Mustangs coming away with a 79-57 victory. And Daniel, the Mustangs really took control of the game in the second half.
Yeah, it was all Laurel Highlands in the second half. They did something that most teams can't do. They actually outran the Uniontown Red Raiders in the second half, doing a great job getting up and down in transition. The big story of this ball game, though, was the fact that Laurel Highlands almost every time down the floor limited Uniontown to one shot, and that one shot was a very tough, contested jumper from the outside. They were on fire from the outside in the first half, hitting 8 threes. While that all dried up, only 2 of them in the entire second half for the Uniontown Red Raiders. It was a completely different game once Laurel Highlands started forcing Uniontown to stay outside, take those contested jumpers from outside the perimeter. You can only knock so many of them down before the well's eventually going to dry up.
And on the other side, it was pretty obvious that Coach Hogger emphasized getting that ball down low, with Jake Swartz putting in 14 points in the second half, Hudson Novak with 8 in the second half, Chayton Burchek with 6 in his all down low points, and a lot of assists on the Mustang side. And that's what I think they wanted to emphasize coming into tonight's game. Let's take a look at those statistics, Daniel.
We start with the Uniontown Red Raiders, led by senior Phil Mosley, 17 points, all 17 coming in the first half, 5 triples for him. He was followed up, Michael Jones, 14 points in all. Malachi Howard, he chipped in 11. It was 5 for Lorenzo Oden, 4 for Ben Wilson, 4 for Josh Perkins late on, and 2 for Jameer Hollingsworth. The Uniontown Red Raiders putting up 57 points on the game. Not a very pleasant way for the Red Raiders to end their season, especially for seniors Wilson and Mosley.
Looking at the Mustang statistics, Bryce Lasky, 17 points, 2 for 3 from the line. Cameron Holt with 2 points. Will Dykert with 2. Jake Swartz, 26 points, 2 for 2 from the line. Just a strong effort from Jake inside, near the hoop, and also those short-range jumpers. Daniel Cavaney with 8. Hudson Novak with 10, 8 in the second half. And Chayton Burchek off the bench for 14 points, their total of 79. By quarter, the Mustangs 13, 25, 25, and 16 for Uniontown. 20 in the first, 9 in the second, 16 in the third, and 12 in the fourth for their total of 57. So it's off to the WPIL playoffs for the Mustangs. We're going to have that action here on the South Union Township Sports Network. And some momentum gained here this evening, and I think a new identity for the Mustangs.
And a little better positioning probably as well, because I looked at the matchups for tonight. Thomas Jefferson and West Mifflin, at least one of them's going to lose because they have to play each other.
You're exactly right, and you may see a situation where these teams from our section were so well bunched up and really competitive throughout the section, may gain some respect in that seeding category.
The bad thing is it can also go the other way. These teams beat each other up all season long. The committee can look at it as none of the teams coming out of this section are all that good, and that could hurt them in the seeding.
It'll be interesting, and those seedings will come out next week, and we'll have playoff action, WPIL basketball playoff action here on the South Union Township Sports Network. And that's going to do it for tonight. Our final score, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs 79, the Red Raiders 57. And this game is brought to you once again as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, J.R. Wheeler, and Gary Smith. This has been Gary Frankhauser along with my partner Daniel Wallace, Jerry Dupay on the camera. Another South Union Township Sports Network presentation. Good night, everyone.